This is the first type of letterhead we are going to create. It is a very common format, yeah, style in our daily correspondence, especially for the official one, yeah, for the official letters. And then the second, yeah, and then the second will be like this. The first page has the letterhead, while the next pages will be no letterhead. And after creating the two kinds of documents, I will also tell you how to save the documents into Microsoft Word templates so that next is you can use the documents without any difficulties to find out. Okay, now let's pay attention to what I will demonstrate. This is for the first uh, for the first document. Okay, I will close this first file. Let me click on file and then click close. Okay. Now let me open a new document. Click file, menu, and then click on blank documents. Okay. For the first style of letterhead documents, where the letterhead will appear in every pages of the documents, after opening a new document like this, we will click on insert menu and then click on header, because the letterhead will be saved in the header area. Click on header and then click on edit header. As I showed you before, that the letterhead has three main parts. The left logo for Polynema logo, and then in the in the right side for the Polynema logo, and then for the left side is ISO logo, and then the name of our institution will be in between. Okay, to make it simple, to make it easy, it is better for us to insert table in this header area. Select one row and 3 columns. And then in the first column or first cell, we will insert the Polynema logo. Click on insert and then click on picture. Click on this device and then select the logo. Let's select Polynema logo. And then click on insert button. After inserting this logo, let's change the size of this logo by, for example, decreasing the height, yeah, of the picture here. For example, from 13.55 into 3 centimeters. And then click on enter button. This is the logo that is located in the right side of the letterhead. And then for the second logo, ISO logo, Polynema ISO logo, click on first our pointer in the third column or third cell of this table. And then click on insert menu and click on picture again and select this device. And then select Polynema ISO logo and then click on insert. The same as before, we will change the size of this picture. For example, the height of the picture from 8.22 centimeters into 3 centimeters, so that it will make the balance between the first logo and the second logo, the same height. And then right align the ISO logo by clicking on home menu and then select align right. Now let's arrange the table. Yeah. I will move the left and right edges next to left and right edge of the paper. And then adjust the column like this one. Adjust the column. So the identity of our institution will have more space to display. Now let's type in the Ministry of our Education, Kementerian Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan, Education and Culture Ministry. And then enter button, so the pointer will be moved into the next row. Yeah. And then type in Polytechnic Negeri Malang, State Polytechnic of Malang. And then press enter again. And then type in the name of our department. Jurusan Administrasi Niaga, Business Administration Department. And then type in the address. The address is Jalan Soekarno Hatta 9, Malang 65 1.1 for the postal code. And then type in number of telephone, the telephone number of our institution in brackets, area code now 341. This is the area code of Malang. And then type in the telephone number, the institution telephone number. And then after the telephone number, type in also the number of taximan. And then the last row, you will type in the web page address of our institution. It's http:// polynema.ac.id. And then let's align this institution identity into centered align. And then change the font style. For example, for the formal one, we will use Times New Roman. The size is 12 pixels. And then change the 3 top rows into 14 pixels. And then for the, 14. 14. And then for the first row, it should be in 16. To make fit the first row, it is better for us to use a font facility to make it condensed. The spacing will be condensed into 1 point. And then click on OK. After finishing, entering all the data in the 3 columns, let's make the borders plain or disappear by selecting all the table and then select no border. To add horizontal line under the letterhead, we will insert shapes line. Before drawing a line, it will be better if you press on Shift button on the keyboard. Do not release it and continue with drawing the line. So the line will be precisely horizontal. Yeah. And then let's select or change the color of the line into black. And then change also the weight of the line into 2, 1, and 4. And then arrange the line so that it will be look like this. So that's all to make the letter head for the first style. And then to end this process, just click on design and then close header and footer. Now we have a page with letterhead, yeah. And then if we add new page by clicking on Control Enter on the keyboard to go to the next page, the letterhead will appear in every pages we create in this document. Okay, now let me delete this page. Yeah. By blocking this line, yeah, or double clicking, yeah, and then click delete. So the page will be only one again. Yeah. And then after this, we will save the file. For example, we will name this file with letterhead 1. And then click close. This is for the first style. Now, how to create the second style, where only the first page has letterhead, while the rest pages will have no letterhead. Okay, let's create a new blank document again. Unlike the first style, for the second style, we must prepare 2 blank pages first before creating letterhead. To create 2 pages, 2 blank pages, just click on or press Control plus Enter key on the keyboard. So there will be two blank pages. The shortcut key to make new pages, a new page is Control plus Enter on the keyboard. After creating the two blank pages in this document, let's move on the pointer to the first page. Or you may press Control Home on the keyboard. The next step, we will select or click on Layout menu. And then click on Page Setup Setting. In this page setup window, we will select Layout tab box and then select different first page in the headers and footers. And then click on OK button. Now let's create the first page header for the letterhead. The same step as before, we will click on Insert menu and then select header icon. And then select Edit Header. Next, we will insert again 3 columns, 1 row of a table. In the first cell, we will insert the Polynema logo. And then change the size into 3 centimeters. And then move on the pointer to the third cell in the table. And then click on Insert menu. Click on Picture icon and select this device. And then click on Polynema ISO logo and then click on Insert. Next, change the size of the picture's height into 3 centimeters, the same as Polynema logo. And then make it left align and then adjust the left and right side of the table border so that it will be nearer with the or close to the edge of the paper on the right and on the left side. And then also adjust the column size, column width, like this. Make the second cell wider than the other cells. Type again the identity of our institution. Preceded with the name of our ministry. Kementerian Pendidikan dan kebudayaan. And then press enter button on the keyboard once and type in the name of our institution, Polytechnic Negeri Malang, State Polytechnic of Malang, and then type in our name of our department, jurusan administrasi, ini aja, business administration department, and then the address, Jalan the postal code is 635-141. And then telephone numbers, institution telephone numbers. And then the faximile number. And the last row is the address of our institution's webpage. http www.polynema.ac.id. And then make all this into centered align, and then change the size of the font into 12 points. And then change also the 3 top rows into 14. And then the first row should be changed into 16 points. And change the font style. And then change the space into condensed spacing. Condensed spacing 1 point. And then click on OK. So the length of this text will be fit in this cell. And don't forget to also make, for example, jurusan administrasi niaga, our department in bold style, like this, for example. And then delete the border. I mean, make it disappear, yeah, by clicking on border icon and then select no border. The next step, we will create horizontal line under the letterhead, but don't forget, before drawing horizontal line, press on save button, do not release while drawing the line. And then select or change the color of the line into black and the width into this selection and adjust the line so that there will be more space between the line and also the letterhead. That's all. And then click on again to end this process. Click on design menu and then close header and footer. Let's see the next page. Okay, wait. The next page will have no letterhead. And also for the page number 3. This is the page number 3. Yeah. And then this one is page number 2. And this is page number 1. So the letterhead will be only in the first page because we already changed in the layout and page setup setting that we will only have different first page for the header or for the footer. Now, I will block all the pages, press Ctrl A, and then press delete button. So the number of pages in this document is only 1 page. Yeah. And then let me save. And I will name it with, I'll save it with the name Letterhead 2. Click save. Now, next time, if we will use either the first style document or the second document style, just click on File and click on Open, and then select Browse, and then select, for example, the first style of the document. Yeah. This document has only 1 page. If we want to add another page, just click on Ctrl plus Enter button on the keyboard. Each page will have letterhead. Yeah. Different with the second document. Let me open. Click on Browse and then select the second document, Letterhead 2. This file has only 1 page. Now let me add another page by pressing Ctrl and Enter button. So the next page will have no letterhead. Yeah. This is 2 types of or 2 styles of formal letterhead. Usually, if we create a single letter, a single formal letter, yeah, we will use the first style document. But if we will create formal documents that has many pages, usually only the first page will be with letterhead, while the rest will have no letterhead. I hope that what I demonstrated and also explains clearer for you all. But if you forget the steps, don't worry. I will share this recording file. Yeah. Now, what if we want to save the two documents into templates? The difference between this document and the template documents, every document, yeah, every document will completed will be completed with the same file name like this one. The name of this file is letterhead 2. But if we use template, the name of the file will use the new one. Usually, the new default file name is document 1, document 2, and so on. Yeah. Now let's close this file first. And then now, how to save into a template. First, let's open the saved file or the created file. For example, the first file. Yeah? And then click on open. Now, let us save into template style of the document. Yeah? By clicking on file menu and then click on save as, browse, and then change the save as type, yeah, into a template. And then, for example, we will name the same as the created file before, letterhead 1. And then click on save. After saving, let's close. And then open the second document. Okay. The second document, namely letterhead 2. And then let's save it into template. Save, and then click on browse. Change the save as type into a template, and then use the same name as before, letterhead 2, and then click on save. Now let's close this. If next time we will use the template, just open the Microsoft Word program and then do not click open. But we will select more template instead. And then in the second part of this display, we will select personal tab. So there will be two templates we already created before. And then, for example, select the letterhead. The difference between opening the previous documents and then opening the template is that the name of the document for template always use default file name, document 1, document 2, and so on. Yeah. Like this. Yeah. And then, for example, if you want to add a new one, just click on Control and Enter button on the keyboard together. Yeah. And then after creating formal letters, some formal letters, just click on File and Save. And we can save by using another name. So it can be used to avoid deleting the previous documents. Yeah. This is very safe. Yeah. And I suggest you to always create template for common documents you always use every day. Okay, that's all for today. What I can give you. Yeah. Let me stop share.